That was yeah. Sorry, I was like, what is he trying to do?
Exactly. Hey, Dan.
I
Oh,
just saw
Dan's here.
Brandy.
Inga's here.
Brandy said she's been doing Brandy Hurl Brings Meals and did those this morning on
Cookies.
Facebook Live. Yeah, she has. I've noticed she does a lot of those, and I need to go on there and see
Oh,
them because
cool.
I'm always watching. I'm always doing crochet stuff. I forget that there's other things in the world besides yarn
What?
and crochet.
There's other things in the world I don't understand. I don't get
What
it.
other things? Don't be ridiculous.
What other things? Yeah, if anybody is interested in seeing some cooking shows, head over to Brandy's.
All
Love
right.
cooking shows. I will have to check Brandy out.
Yeah, Brandy says she's in her sewing she shed right now.
Ooh, that's always fun.
I have to help
Uh-huh.
Willie. He's trying to put his bed down.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Need help, Willie? What do you need help with?
Well, Michelle started a new blanket today.
Wait, who started a new blanket?
Michelle, I bet it's mosaic.
Oh, is it another mosaic, Michelle? Because, yeah.
I'm getting close to being done with this one.
It is
Woohoo!
so pretty and so heavy. I can almost feel it. How
It is
heavy it would
so
be.
heavy.
How long is it taking you to make it? Like, how many hours would you say?
Like, I haven't even been working on it a full 48 hours.
That's cool. And what size is it? Because it looks
It's
a little bit bigger than a throw.
Right now, it's about 5 feet by 5 feet.
Okay, so what do you think? It'll end up being about a twin size when you're done?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
cool.
Wow. Ginger, you're going to build some muscle working with that.
I know. And then I'm going to start another one that has 6 strands. You guys have to make one of these. If you need to get rid of some of your yarn, this is a true stash buster.
It really is. It is definitely a yarn eater. I'm starting my second rug. And yeah, I'm going through my yarn pretty quick.
Yeah, that's nice.
Not that that takes long for me because I don't have tons of yarn, but I save all of it. Like I just keep all of it. Like even the littlest balls, I keep them, and
Yeah.
then I turn them into a giant magic ball. And
Oh, with the magic knots and everything. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, with 6 strands, you can easily do magic knots, and you cannot see them.
Yeah. You totally can't see them.
It's great. And I love it. The one that I did make, I put in my kitchen, right in front of the kitchen sink. And every morning I go in and I stand there when I, get the dogs food ready, and I stand there taking my pill, and I'm in my bare feet and just squishing my feet in that rug. It's just so
I love that.
I do. I love squishing my feet into it.
I need to make one of those for my
Yeah.
I don't have that many. Well, I guess I do have some scraps. I need to see if I have enough scraps for 6 strands. My problem is that my scraps aren't all the same size.
Yeah, I mostly use 4 weight, so I have a lot of that. But there is a little bit of like chunkier weight or 3 weight that I don't have enough of. But it's such a scrappy blanket or rug that it doesn't really matter.
Really? Okay, I'll have to see what I can do.
Just have to mix your super bulky with the sock weight.
Yeah, exactly. Or DK.
I just have a ton of every yarn that I need to use. I need to clear out a bunch before the Hobby Lobby clearance sale this year. Oh, yes. And before we move.
Wait, what? You're moving?
Oh, yeah. We're moving. I don't know where yet, but we're moving.
Okay. So is there a reason?
Can Mel and I come help you move your yarn?
Right? And if you're missing like a tote or two, just don't worry about it.
It fell off the truck. If you're missing stuff, it fell off the truck. Wow. Yeah. So you're moving. Are you excited about it or no? It's a lot of work.
The work, I can live without the work. because it's just going to take time away from the yarn. But
yeah.
I always love an opportunity to reorganize my yarn in someplace new.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
are you
the
moving
hard
like
part.
out of the area or just moving houses?
Yeah, we're just moving houses.
Okay. That's not
We're
too
just we're renting this house, and it has quite a few problems with it, like a leaking basement.
I think last week wasn't there water dripping in the middle of the live? Yeah. Big
Yeah,
time.
yeah, and the house is so old there aren't vents in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
That's always not fun with a bunch of boys.
Yeah, but I mean, I love the location, and I love
the neighborhood.
I
Yeah.
love the neighborhood, and I love the location, and I love the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
But
So let's just say hi to some new comers. There's David is here and Anjanette are
Hi,
both here.
David.
Linda Simpson's here. Hey, Linda. Naughty Canuck Jamie says plants are her other thing. Ginger and I both love plants too. Melanie loves to kill them.
Mm-hmm. I do. I kill them. I kill them all.
She's Black Thumb, I guess.
Uh-oh.
And my mom is like amazing. She does her garden and just she's amazing at it. But me, nope, I kill them.
Yeah.
The only thing I can keep alive is an orchid, and that's because I know once a week you drop a piece of ice in it.
Yep.
That's what I
that was fine for me. But no, my little rose bushes that I got killed them.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. So nobody send Mel plants unless they are made of plastic.
Yeah. Or crochet.
Or crochet.
Yes, I'll take that too. Whatever.
So a couple people are saying, "Oh, I need to make one of those rugs." All right, I have no pride. Go ahead and check out my tutorial over on my channel, guys.
Go check it out, you guys. I saw that and I was like, why have I never thought of using that many strings of yarn before?
I've only done 3, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and it goes really fast. And yeah, a couple of movies later, you've got a rug. It's great.
Yeah.
Well,
in my case, a season of, what was the show? Afterlife. Season of Afterlife got me a rug.
But you can do that for anything. You can make a basket with 6 strands, and you know how quick that basket is going to be. A good sized basket.
Oh yeah,
it would be awesome. I actually, the more I think about it, I'm like, maybe I won't make a rug. I'll make maybe I'll make both.
Make a matching set.
Yes, and imagine how colorful that would be. Because I don't know if you've seen Julie's pictures that she's posted. It is so colorful and pretty. And I just 6 strands. Well, and you can see her 5 strands. Ginger's 5 strands. How colorful that is.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that in a basket.
Yeah.
Oh
now, what stitches are you using with that, Ginger?
Half double crochet.
I used the linen stitch in my rug.
Oh, okay.
Which is just single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, and then you work into the single crochet space.
I think that's also called the moss stitch, isn't it?
Is it?
There's like 5 names for that stitch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know it is the linen stitch, but I've heard of the moss stitch. I just never thought about what it is. So
I have it written down in my
book.
It's
really easy because whenever you're working into a chain 1 space, it's
So it's single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that is called a woven stitch, a moss stitch, a linen stitch, or a granite stitch. Those are all the same stitch.
I had no idea that it had that many names.
That's the only one. I've seen other. The V stitch is also known as the rope stitch, but I've seen where there's many names for. That's the highest number though that I've seen is that stitch. It's funny.
I am using a 10 millimeter.
Oh,
so that's a tight one then.
That is really a tight weave.
Yeah.
I was using a 16 millimeter.
Well, but you crochet loosely, don't you?
Yeah.
Me? Or Ginger.
I'm a very loose crocheter.
Okay. I am like, I don't want to say the perfect crocheter, but whatever I crochet, my gauge is always right on with the package. So
You can just say it. You're the perfect crocheter. Whatever,
you're the perfect
crocheter.
I'm always
I'm tight. I'm very tight. I very I crochet very tightly. I'm tightly wound.
Give her a piece of coal and she'll turn it into a diamond.
Turn it into a diamond. That's right. Ferris Bueller. I know that.
David says, combine your yarns in such a way that it feels overall somewhat consistent.
Which that makes sense, David.
Yeah, for weights, definitely.
Yeah.
Sherry loves the rug idea. Elaine's hook on yarn and life. Hi, Elaine. I don't think I've seen you here before.
Hi, Elaine.
Hello, ladies, and everyone in the chat. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
Lizzie offers to come over and help you move, Ginger, and she'll bring her own tote.
Sorry.
Well, thanks,
Yarn
Lizzie.
Moods. Yarn Moods is here. That's another name I'm not super familiar with. Hi, Yarn Moods.
That is
Happy to
Tiffany.
see you. That's Tiffany, you said?
Yes. Hi, Tiffany.
Nice to see you, Tiffany. All right. I just did it again.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
I did it again. Oh, sometimes when you touch the chat, you kind of make it all go up and then you can't see them.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah,
Hey Sherry, I'm glad to see you here. Hello, by the way. I this morning when you won in my live chat, I didn't my email address is hooked to the left at gmail.com. So just reach out to me there on how to send you your what you want out of the items that you can choose from and how to send it to you. Sorry to interrupt you guys. I just realized that I never gave her my email address.
Absolutely. Michelle says, after I get some of my whips done, I'd love to see what I can do with my leftover yarn. Yeah.
Ooh.
Brandy says, okay, I'm over here now. She's left Facebook and she's joined us over on YouTube. Elaine loves plants too, and growing food. Brandy says she needs to make a rug. What size hook? Oh, is that what Ginger already answered?
Yeah.
I'm way behind on my comments, aren't I?
10 millimeter. Oh,
all
cool.
Right.
Brandy will come over and help me move.
Everybody's willing to help you move.
Just the yarn room. I don't want to help with anything else.
Oh yeah, no. Your boys are gonna have to move their own stuff.
Well, with Brandy, it's actually possible. I've known Brandy for a long time.
Oh, okay. Does she live near you?
Yeah, you still live in Baldwin, don't you, Brandy? I think that's close to you live close to Soupy, or Kimberly, my sister.
Oh, gotcha.
You call your sister Soupy?
Oh, she lives in Lawrence.
That's her nickname.
Do you guys have nicknames?
Oh, you live in Lawrence.
Okay, Sherry, sounds good.
That's even closer. Brandy, I did not know that. I thought you lived out by Soupy.
So why is your sister called Soupy?
I have no idea. We just started calling her that when she was a baby.
Gotcha.
So what do they call you? Can you say it on YouTube?
Or at least on our show?
Let's see.
Oh, I keep bumping my camera, guys. I'm sorry. Making everybody dizzy.
I don't think I've ever really had any nicknames.
How about you, Mel? Any nicknames?
Oh, okay, so my uncle used to call me Smelly Melly with a big fat belly. Because I had a little pot belly as a kid. Like I was 6, you know. And then Melly, of course. And then my aunt, when she had her kids, they couldn't say Melanie. It's a hard name to say for little ones. So
Yeah.
about Melanie, and then it became Minnie. So
that's cute.
Oh, that is cute.
That's my family names. Yeah, the Smelly Melly was only my uncle giving me, uncles. So
yes, my uncle used to call my sister Peaches. And I thought it was cute, but she didn't like it. I thought it was cute. He called her Peaches.
Aww.
She was a little redhead. Hey, Peaches.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah.
I like this. Michelle, I feel the same way. I get so much yarn and so many whips going that I get frustrated with how much yarn I've accumulated. I do that, but then when I do a project like this and I see that accumulated yarn start like
Just going
away,
Yeah.
that's such a satisfying feeling.
But you know what Ginger does when she gets that feeling of anxiety from having all that yarn and all those whips? She goes yarn shopping.
Right? Yes.
See, she's excited just thinking about it. Just thinking about it gets her excited. She's like, yes.
I've been going crazy. I've been waiting for a couple of yarn shipments to come to my house.
I'm expecting one today. I have a cotton one.
Yeah, I have
Hobby Lobby last week. I had to order cotton.
Cool. That's exciting.
I have one coming from Hobie.
Ooh, your nemesis.
I'm giving them another try. Maybe they can do better this time, and all of the Hobie fans out in YouTube land will like me better if I give them a better review.
Well, just get off your back.
Yeah, maybe they'll just be like, finally, she has seen the light.
Oh, David says, Ginger, I've been meaning to mention an acquaintance of mine who is on the faculty at the university. Oh, wow. What does he teach? What does he, which school is he in at KU?
Is he a professor of the fiber arts?
That would be Ginger. You're Professor Fiber.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Unless you were working in like the dietary department.
The fiber.
The fiber arts.
Do you remember, did you watch Saturday Night Live, like when John Belushi and remember Colon Blow?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How many bowls of colon blow would you need to equal the fiber content in your cereal?
I like
18, 19, nope. Higher, 30, nope. It takes 600 bowls of your cereal to meet the fiber content. Oh, Lordy.
I don't even remember that. I haven't watched the lettuce.
And Jeanette was saying, if I don't stop shopping, it's not going to fit in my yarn car. That's when I crochet a coat for my yarn car.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? That would look so funny. Puppy uppers and doggy downers. I do remember that, David.
I see. I don't remember any of this. It's totally. But I like David's answer to your question about what he teaches, and he's like, "Do you know me? Voice and opera."
That is cool.
Like, have you met me?
It's like, duh.
We are about 20, a little bit over 20 minutes in. If we do you guys want to start the slides or?
Yeah, I think we've talked about stuff and nonsense long enough.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let me see if I can get the slides on.
Oh, Cheryl, that's okay. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm okay with you leaving my live this morning. You're good. I'm glad that you made it. Thank you for coming.
I didn't even make it, Cheryl, if it makes you feel any better.
Right. See, Julie's not my friend anymore. No, I'm just kidding, because I don't make it to half her live, so I can't even say that.
It's okay.
Okay, hold on. I got to figure out how to do this all over again.
Well, that's okay. While you're doing that, we will remind everybody what our theme is this week, because we haven't said. But this week, we are going to go behind the scenes of our little YouTube universe and show you some of the equipment that we use to make our videos.
So this is going to be, I think, more appealing to those who also do YouTube, or those who are thinking about doing it.
Yep. Or maybe you don't do YouTube, but maybe you do Instagram or Facebook, and you like to make videos. So click on the share, or no, present.
The present.
Okay. Yes. because I do the share all the time.
I do it too, and then I get so confused, and everybody can see how confused I am.
There we go. We are behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. It's so glamorous.
It's not. You're
Not really.
the very first picture. All right, you guys. So this is my step. I was going to show a picture of, and I got to share this, which is, so it might be hard to see. But as I was trying to take this picture here, I had a little visitor that kept getting in the way. So I ended up with that picture. He's like,
yeah.
"What you doing, Mom?"
The kitty cats always find this stuff very interesting.
Yes.
I love your yarn right there in the middle of your two monitors.
Yeah. And I love how you have everything labeled.
Yes. So, and you can't see, like underneath and behind one computer is my external hard drive, so you can't really see that, but you'll get a better picture later. But I've got my mic coming in from this side. I've got my light coming in from this side. And I do have two computers. One of them is really my work computer, but often that's where I will pull up like any research I need to do, or like if I look up a question or something like that, I'll pull it up on that computer. But then this computer here, the one without the 4 dots, that 4 dots is for a second monitor on that computer, by the way. That's what those are for. Like you can attach another monitor to it. But my computer, my personal computer, I use for editing and the like. And then I got my snacks and my hooks.
Of course. You gotta have
I got a bendy arm for my cell phone. So when I do things like shorts and stuff, I use my cell phone. My tutorial light, or my tutorial arm or light arm. See, there's the light right there. And then my external mic, which this is brand new. I just got it this week, so it's my first. I used it for the first time this morning.
You sound delightful.
Thank you. So I'm hoping what this will do is alleviate any the wind blowing from when my AC turns on, because we're getting into some hot months. So, but yeah, that's my Ginger. I can see where you downloaded all the stuff on your computer. All the stuff you downloaded, all the files.
Oh,
if you want.
What?
There you go.
Well, that we said it was behind the scenes, right?
That's
and that's
right.
just a little bit of behind the scenes there.
That's right.
And they see in the background of the thing behind my and I can't point it to you, but behind the wire lady, you can see my tower of yarn. Do you guys see that?
I do see it. Yeah.
I love it.
That's my yarn organization. I have it in a bunch of bags and it's like stacked up. And then you can see my 2 YouTube books on the little table in my bucket.
Yep. Always working, always studying and researching.
Yeah, if I'm not actually doing the crochet stuff and looking at crochet stuff, then I'm looking at YouTube stuff. So
yeah, it's really like having 2 hobbies, isn't it?
Right? Yes.
It really is.
But I love it. It keeps me busy. It really keeps me busy.
Yeah.
All right, and then on the next screen, you get to see the other side of it and what I look at when I'm sitting here. So this is, now that's my work phone that you guys see, but you see where I take my notes. I have my pen to take my notes. Drink my coffee. I've got my yarn coming through, so I can feed it through while I'm working on something.
Yeah,
perfect.
I got Canva on one screen. I've got my Google Drive on my other computer.
Your Google Drive looks just like mine.
They look very familiar, doesn't it?
Gotta love that shared drive.
So, but that is how I have things set up. And that is all in my kitchen. That is my dining room table this is on, because I live in a little itty bitty place. So, hey, Wanda, so nice to see you. I live in a little itty bitty place. So this is on our kitchen table. On the other side of the computer, you can, you can't see it here, but you can see it in the last one. That's where my daughter works when she comes home and does her homework, or she does virtual school. But virtual school is ending after this week.
It's so funny because as of Friday was my son's last day in building, because he got the choice to decide whether to, he had been hybrid, and he had to decide whether to go full on in person or full remote. So he chose full remote. He likes remote. So
Oh, no.
yours is going back and mine is coming in.
Yeah,
Wow.
But he's a senior. He has 2 classes. The rest of the time he'd be sitting in study halls. So
that
he
makes
can, I told him, you can be home vacuuming. You can be home taking care of the dog. You can be home emptying the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
doing everything else but that. But no, my daughter is not successful with, she does not do well with virtual. She's better when she goes and learns in person. And I always was too. So I get that.
Yeah. It's definitely good for some and terrible for others. So I'm happy for her. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm excited.
I bet you are.
I'm excited.
We like to see our kids happy.
I'm kind of sad because my kids are going back to school. Well, one of them isn't. One is just staying home full time to do virtual school.
Mm-hmm.
But the other 2 are going back to school, and I'll kind of miss them.
Yeah,
I'll kind of miss them being around all the time.
I can understand that.
She'll be really. Do you hear that? Do you hear that from Peanut over there?
Oh, Peanut.
No, I won't have my bacon maker.
All right. Well, what's on our next slide? I mean, unless you were not done with this one.
That's what Jamie. Okay, so Jamie, it drives her nuts because my phone will ring and I just let it go. So she said, Melanie, now I can see what you see while you just let the phone ring and ring and ring. And this is not, the phone that's in that picture is not the phone that you hear ringing, because that's what you see in the picture is my work phone. My home phone is on the other side of the couch in my living room, which is really kind of the same room because it's all, anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's mostly spam calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Spam calls.
So it's,
Everybody hates
I'm
spam
done
calls.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
here is my behind the scenes. I have to start off with a clean desk, or I figure the rest of my room is a shambles.
Oh, it looks so pretty though.
Well, I've got
Yes.
the area, I kind of divided my room into 2 parts because I've got a couch back here now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the area in between the couch and my desk that is just chock full of yarn. And the part back over there by the wall is all clean. And so is my desk. But I've got the disaster zone right there. You can see I've got my lighting.
Yours are so fancy with your umbrella lights.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it looks right now too, because it's got to shine on my face. And I've got my south-facing window, and
What did you say? What facing?
south-facing. I'm facing the south, so I get the south.
Facing. Okay.
Yeah, the sun, and I've got the the lighting, my windows. What are those things that go like that? The blinds.
Venetian blinds.
Yes. I've got
Oh my
those.
gosh. You're so funny.
Those things that go like that.
Yeah. That are in the window, those things.
Those things. And let's see, I've got my tutorial arm, my laptop, got my GoPro sitting on the GoPro tripod. I don't think you can see it, but I've also got my regular tripod. Do I have it sitting up there? No, I might not. I think I might have been holding it while I was taking a picture, because I've got another tripod that also works as like a selfie stick.
Yeah.
And that's my behind the scenes in a nutshell.
You have another picture a little bit further away is next. There you go.
Yeah. See, that looks
nice.
in my yarn cram.
I love it though. You're surrounded by color.
And it looks like Rick was working hard.
Oh,
there he is. Yes.
I took that picture right before we went on at 3, and I had to take him out of that seat, and he was not happy with me. He's like, dude, what are you doing?
How could you do such a thing?
Wait. Brandy says, so I asked Ginger sister Kim if she has a nickname, and she doesn't. Yeah, I don't have a nickname.
She's Ginger Snap.
Other than that stupid sister of mine, maybe. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's my behind the scenes. And let's go to the first thing we're going to talk about is cameras.
Yep.
This
I'm
is
going to give
exciting.
you a few options.
I don't think my behind the scenes even made it.
You didn't have a picture of your like full behind the scenes. Otherwise,
No, because there really isn't one. I really don't have a behind the scenes. I don't have like a real set or anything like that.
Well, and my set has grown over the past year, honestly. Before it was
Yeah.
just like one little section, and then as the years go on, it's grown.
Yeah.
So these are the cameras that I use. No, now this one, there's one of the one at the bottom is a recommended one. The top 3 are the ones that I use. So use them for different things. When I do talking head videos, that's like your vlogs, or I'm sitting here talking or showing you something. That's what I mean by talking head video. Or I do my tutorials. I use the Canon G7X Mark II. I looked it up, and it's online for anywhere between $250 to $500. When I got it, it was about $250. I did buy it used. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to buy a camera, buy it used if you can. Just make sure you get it from somebody who's selling it that's reputable. That's all. The bad things about this, the G7X Mark II, and they've changed this in the Mark III, but in the Mark II, you cannot connect an external mic. But it does have a decent mic, but it's always better if you can connect an external mic. And there is no clean HDMI output. What the heck am I talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
That means that you cannot use it as a webcam. That's what that means. So so that's the drawbacks of getting that. But like I said, I did buy that for right around $250. So it's a very nice camera for me to use, and also it has the flip out, if you can see the flip up a screen, so I can see what I'm doing, and that is the main number one reason why I bought it, so I could see what I'm doing when I'm doing tutorials. I use for my lives, I use the Logitech C920 webcam, which you can get right now for about $70. I will say that cameras and webcams have gone up since. They're starting to go back down again. But when COVID, or when the pandemic happened and people started getting locked into their homes, the price of stuff like that went way up. But they're starting to drop again. So
yeah, I think a lot of people started their channels then.
Yes.
And yeah.
So that one right now, I just looked, and it's about $70 right now. It is high definition, so it goes up to 1080p, which is good for a clean shot, and it auto focuses, which sometimes it gets a little tricky on me. And it does have its own mic, which is a pretty decent mic. That's what I have been using since before I got this external mic. I was using the mic off the webcam, and it was good. It's just the only reason why I got this is so I could have the windshield and stuff on it for my AC.
Right. Makes sense.
And then for my shorts, and when I do some traveling, I don't take my G7X with me. I use my iPhone SE 2nd generation. But any phone with a decent camera, even if you don't have the 2nd generation, it's still a pretty decent camera. You can use that. And I say buy stuff used if you can. Even that, I got a deal on mine when I switched phone carriers, and I was able to buy it outright for $150. So don't spend $400 on a phone when you can usually get a pretty good deal on it. And then I do recommend, if you're going to drop the money on a good camera, don't spend $500 on that G7X. Spend a little bit more and get the Canon M50 Mark II. And Mark II is their latest one that just came out. The Canon M50 is good, but it does not have clean HDMI, whereas the Mark II has the clean HDMI, and it's only about $50 more than just getting the M50.
Yeah, if you're going to spend that kind of money, it's so worth it to spend a little bit more to get what you want.
Exactly. And yeah, And the screen on that one flips out and turns, so you can it flips out to the side and it turns.
Oh, that's nice.
Like nice. So that is going to be my next upgrade, probably like 2 years down the road. But still, that puppy is my next upgrade. The Canon M50 Mark II. And again, buy used when you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my cameras. Those are my cameras.
Nice.
I'm a little extra, I know.
No, I think that's great.
Mhm.
That's great information, especially for people who are thinking of upgrading. I know I am eventually once I
Mhm.
hit that magic numbers.
I don't
Okay,
think
so this is my low budget camera. This is an iPhone 6S Plus. It's only got 12 megapixels in the main camera and only 5 in the front camera. But I do all of my filming with it. I did one video with a GoPro, and it was such high resolution that my laptop could not keep up with it. So I ended up losing all the footage. So since then, I've just stuck with my trusty iPhone. And I looked for prices on this particular phone, and it varies. It varies so much. You can spend a lot of money on the same camera from one site to another. You know,
Yeah.
you can get it a lot cheaper at different places. So, but I thought for a tip, sometimes the older models are perfect for getting started. You don't have to spend a fortune. This does have a decent camera on it. It's got a decent mic, and it's a good phone. And also, I can get my editing software right onto this phone. So if you don't have a laptop or a desktop computer and you're going to be doing your editing from your phone, iPhone's a great way to go. It actually comes loaded with iMovie.
Yep.
So your software is already on there. You've basically got your entire studio in your back pocket. So,
which is awesome. I want to answer David's question really quick. He says, you know, would be amazingly useful a written summary of all this information available to Facebook page members. We generally, I know Julie's been very good about it, but she takes the slideshow and she puts it in a PDF format and uploads it to Facebook. And also a list of all the links where you can get certain things. That's going to be in a PDF and uploaded to Facebook as well.
Also, if you email us, we'll be happy to email it to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you're not a Facebooker, or even if you are a Facebooker but you'd like to have it on email, shoot us an email. We will send you any of the slideshows.
Yep, absolutely.
Because we cool like that.
So, and sorry to interrupt your flow. I wanted to make sure.
No, that's okay. I was done. There's not a whole lot to say about my camera.
No, but I like the point is you don't have to have all the bells and whistles. To start, all you have to do is have that phone and you need to hit record, and that's it. That's all you need.
Yep. You've got your whole studio there, and you can upload right from the phone. You can upload right to it. You can get YouTube Studio on your phone as an app.
Yep.
I think most of my videos, the first probably 50 videos, I did completely on my phone.
And well, we'll talk about this more later, and it's the third part of this series, but there is one particular YouTuber that's really, really helpful for those that work strictly off of their phones, and that's Nimmin.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about that in our third episode of this series. So, yay! All right, Yarn Geeky.
Okay, mine's pretty basic. I have these 3 cameras. The very first one, I guess my main one, I'll talk about that. I just updated it. It's the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. It is supposed to be the best phone, even better than the new Apple phone camera. And that's why I got it. And it was time for me to do an upgrade with T-Mobile. And I had no cracks in my old phone, so I was able to take $400 off of that phone and get it onto payments. And they're like $30 a month for 2 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's the
Buying a
thing,
car.
the thing I love about
Alice is like, that's basic.
I know. Alice, I did the same thing to Ginger. I was like, Ginger, $400 off? That's like $200 more than I paid for my phone.
well, see, I'm doing it in payments. There's no way I would be able to pay all of that
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
But
I buy a car and get payments. Ginger buys a phone and gets payments.
But the payments are very different. $30 is a lot different from a couple.
Absolutely. That's the kind of car I buy.
You
No, I'm just kidding.
Payments for 2 years.
But the proof is in the pudding, because look at the quality of her picture compared to mine.
That oh, you know what? I got the wrong pictures with the wrong labels.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so the
Samsung
black one is the 21.
Yeah, the black one is the 21, the one that has the 5 cameras on the back.
Okay.
It has a super zoom in camera, and I've taken pictures of, well, when I went to Willie's concert, and I had to zoom in. Before, I could never zoom in with my phones. This one will zoom in right on his face, and it's clear.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, really good. And I don't know if you've noticed a difference in my new videos, my latest videos.
Absolutely.
They're a little clearer. And gosh, the megapixel, I don't have the numbers on the megapixels just right off my head.
Gajillion. They have a gajillion.
Megapixels.
1
And
million.
the thing that totally sold me on getting it is it uploads to YouTube in 4K.
Oh, that's nice. Now, see, I can shoot in 4K, but I can't upload.
Yeah, I can shoot and upload. And my I'm like you, Julie. I do all of my editing on my phone. And you said you do all your editing.
I did.
Okay,
I've recently gotten my editing app on my Chromebook. And so I do half and half now.
Okay.
My shorts I do right on the phone. Obviously the lives come right from my phone.
Right.
But sometimes I just like the bigger screen. It's just a little easier to work with. So.
Well, and there's some computers, and we'll talk about this more next week when we talk about software. I know with iMovie, it is iMovie editing in iMovie on your phone or your iPad is very different from editing on a computer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I don't use iMovie for that reason.
And that's how it is with my phone. I use the InShot, and InShot is not made for being on the computer. I do have the Adobe editing. I just need to learn how to use it. Which will
Do you have Adobe Rush?
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband uses that at work. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going off on a tangent.
Yeah, we are.
And I need to get
That's next week.
I need to get more into that. Basically, my phone is my everything that I use for my videos.
Right.
I do have that secondary phone. This one right here. It's not a working phone anymore. It's one that I couldn't turn in when I got my last phone because it has a screen crack right across the camera, the front-facing camera. But I use my old phone for my just
like
extra
a secondary view. Yeah.
Yeah. And extra storage, extra just whatever.
Yeah.
And it's very, very helpful. Like I can be filming my tutorials with this because the other side, this camera works fine. Although it's not as clear as this camera.
The new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now your GoPro is just like my son's.
Yeah.
My
GoPro. I haven't been using my GoPro as much because I need the InShot will edit it. I have some problems with it in the InShot sometimes, so I need to learn the Adobe video editor so that I can use my GoPro more.
Yeah.
Because it has the 4K also, and it has a really good
Right.
it has a lot of bunch of bells and whistles with the software and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was only like $200 when I got it. I got
GoPro? Oh, you got a good deal.
the
they're
Go.
They're great. I like very high definition. They're excellent cameras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would recommend a GoPro.
Yeah.
Because they're simple. Well, here's my GoPro.
And the mic is pretty good on them too.
Yeah, some of my first videos were done with my GoPro, but they were done. I was just learning how to edit, and so the quality wasn't as good because I didn't know there's a certain resolution you had to upload at. So they're not as good, but of course, the more we do this, the more we learn.
Yeah.
And,
Look at where all three of us were a year ago.
Right?
Yeah.
I had more room on my table a year ago.
When I got this, it was just right around I think it was like 199 or something, and then with tax and everything.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's the GoPro 7. And I got it when the GoPro 8 just came out.
Yeah.
But I did get
usually it's a good idea to get
get last year's model.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did get all the things where I can like strap it on my chest if I need to. I can strap it on my head if I need to. If I need to like be riding my bike as I'm crocheting, I can do that.
Yeah, that's what we all do. We throw our yarn.
You go scuba diving,
and we're busy, just crocheting instead of steering.
I might be doing an action one someday. You never know.
I would love to see it, Ginger. Please do. Also, have your son recording you at the same time. Have your little GoPro on, and then have your son. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah, have the skateboard. Be on the skateboard and be all like this. I'll be wearing a crocheted helmet.
I would love it.
It takes Yarn Geek to a whole new level, doesn't it?
Yes. That would be awesome.
I just want to take a quick second to say hello to new people coming in. It looks like Granny D's here. Hey, Granny D.
Hi, Granny D.
And just so you guys know, we're talking about the equipment and stuff that we're using. We're going to do more of the behind the scenes for the next 3 episodes, like what goes into us making our YouTube channels.
Yeah. And it is, I never thought I would be learning this much about editing and filming. And I was really overwhelmed by the amount of things that needed to be learned this time a year ago.
Oh my gosh.
And it's amazing how you just learn these things day by day by day from other people, from talking to other people, from watching.
Yeah. You have to really enjoy doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. To make a go of it, because if you don't, it's just such work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a lot.
Light. Let there be light.
Let there be light.
Okay, I don't have much. Actually, I'm gonna probably use when we get to Julie's. Hang on, I got a little bit off on this. Use Julie's lighting setup. But what I have used in the past, so for my talking head videos, which I explained before, or my talking head videos are the ones where I sit here in this chair and I talk to you about whatever. It could be I'm showing you some yarn, I'm showing you stuff that people donated, that kind of stuff. So that's a talking head video. And also for my lives, I use that light right there, which is right here. You can see it has a mount that you can screw right onto the tripod or something like that. I have used it on a tripod. I use it on the arm whenever I'm live because I don't want it directly in my face. I'm already kind of pale enough as it is. I do like that I can make it warmer because I am pretty pale. So if I made it white light, I go from pale, warm and glowy to ghost light. So I like that I can make it a warm light. And yeah, so that was $24. It did come with a mount to go straight on my computer. Because I have my camera on, like on top, mounted on top of my computer, that did not work well for me. So I did not use that, and that's why I use my arm.
Yeah.
To have it. And then when I use my camera, I'll put it on the tripod in front of me instead. So it's screwed onto a tripod. I like that I can screw it on certain things and then stabilize it a different way.
Yeah.
And then I lost this light. It broke. My little $10 selfie ring. But that's what I have used to when I'm doing using my phone. Or even when I'm using my arm with a camera, sometimes I'll attach it to like this part of the arm here, and to light up and and this is why I'm calling this a focal light, because it's not light around the room. It's light focalizing right on what you want to.
Right.
Is that a word? I don't
Focalizing?
think
Focusing.
Yeah. Focusing. I don't know.
Focalizing.
It's now a word, gosh darn it.
If it's not a word, it should be.
That's
it
right.
should be. Maybe you just invented a word.
That's right. It's Mel's words. I need to
right.
come up with we need to do, we have the word for that Ginger likes to use. Now we need to do Mel's words.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What is the word that oh, sorry guys.
That's okay. I think Willie's going a little crazy. So those are the two lights that I have purchased specifically for it. But I love what Julie is going to show when we get to her lights, as a very simple solution for me to have lights coming in from over here to light up all around, and maybe even over here. Now, I do always have this light on in the background, and that just brings a point of interest. That isn't to really light up what I'm doing. I do also want to mention I have bought these lights from Dollar Tree, and they're like bendy lights, and I have them pointed straight up at the ceiling so that it can deflect the light down and just have a little bit more light that way. So, but that's my whole lighting situation.
Sorry, my husband was making faces at me.
That's okay.
So again, Julie's the low budget gal. I found these light solutions on Nick Nimmin. He recommended the daylight bulbs. The daylight bulbs give it more of an even light, less shadows, and also it gives a more realistic color. Some lights can make you look bluish. Other lights can make you look yellowish, so when looking for bulbs, he recommended look for daylight. Now, I know that GE probably has their own. I went with Great Value because, again, low budget. Also, I think I got these lights and bulbs actually during lockdown. So they were put in my car by the Walmart guy. So that was easy. I got all of this at Walmart. The clamp lights, I think they were $7 each. They're just real simple. And actually, I'll grab one. I've got one on right now. Hold on. Ta-da! This is all it is. I'll turn it off so I don't blind anybody. That's all it is.
That's so I love it.
And then it just you squeeze it and you can clamp it onto anything. I apologize for my dog. He played with a puppy for a couple hours this afternoon, and he's exhausted and he just keeps whining. So one tip, and I actually learned this tip when I started my channel. Anya from Ophelia Talks was. Can you hear that?
He's talking to you.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Anya from Ophelia Talks was really sweet, and she reached out to me. She knew I was starting my channel, and I told her the biggest issue I had was shadows when doing tutorials. Like I was getting really harsh shadows, and she said, you want to angle your lights not down on your work, but up at the ceiling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just want to add more light to the room. You don't want to necessarily put tons of light on your work. And that was a game changer.
Makes a lot of sense.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my tip for lights is angle your lights towards the ceiling. I'll put my light back now.
Nice. Okay.
There we go. And
Here we go.
Ginger, fancy pants.
You know, it looks fancy and it actually came with all of this equipment, but it was only like $80. And I got
That's actually really not bad, you guys. I know
It really
Yeah.
isn't. It really isn't.
compared to Julie's less
25.
than $20 setup.
$25. I bought 4 lights. I never use more than 2, so my son uses the other 2. And I think the bulbs were maybe $5 at the most.
Gotcha.
So yeah, about $25 from Walmart.
That's nice. This came with the 3 stands, the 3 light stands, the light bulbs that come with it, the carrying case, the 2 carrying cases, actually, and which is very
It's full
helpful.
of yarn now.
No, I haven't even thought of that. I've just been keeping,
Those are your travel cases for yarn.
but these lights kind of I don't point these up at the ceiling here. I'll kind of turn them
Yeah.
right here
See, you wouldn't need to.
because I have the umbrella is the diffuser.
Right.
And so they're both sitting right here, making sure I don't look like too much of an old lady. But I've got the front light right in front of me too. I have a south facing window, so that helps with the lighting also.
Oh, can I
Gotcha.
just jump in on that?
Yeah.
Another tip I have with my lights is those bulbs do not get hot,
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is nice. Woo,
which is
tell me.
really nice. And so if you wanted to put something over that lamp to diffuse the light, I know I've heard what's her name? Can
From
never
Little
remember her
John's,
name.
yeah, Aisha from Little John's, I think.
Little
you were-
John's, yeah. She puts a plastic grocery bag over the top of hers.
Oh,
Now you wouldn't leave it on there. Obviously, you're going to watch that
Yeah.
and just make sure that you're not melting. But
yeah.
and also I do a lot of filming in my car. I don't have to worry about lighting in the car,
Yes.
even on a gray day.
Natural lighting is the best lighting.
Absolute
With-
best.
Without a doubt. And not where it's like sunshiny on you, but where indirect light is the best.
Yeah.
Is the best
Overcast,
outside.
cloudy day is perfect.
Right. And the yarn car.
The yarn car, the car jet.
Pamela says, it's all right, Mel. You're getting to the focal point. My spell check says it's a word. Thank you.
Yeah, but these lights are really good too because you can fold them up. They, slide all the way down. They turn very compact. You can fit them in that little case. So it's not like you have to have this huge umbrella light sitting in your room all the time.
Although I would probably do that.
Yeah. Well, and also you can arrange them in so many different ways, and
Yes.
so
Yeah,
I mean, my
they're
clamp lights, as long as there's something to clamp onto, they're fine. But
Yeah.
there's not always something to clamp onto. So
That's probably why Ginger, she can be up. She's up by her desk right now, but if she wanted to move over to her couch in front of her yarn wall,
Mhm.
take
can
the
do
lights with her, and it'll still look good. So,
Yeah, they're very convenient. And the reason I got the umbrella lights is because I was watching a couple of other yarny YouTubers that I knew from Instagram, and quite a few of them had these kind of lights. So I was like, well, I'm doing what they're doing because
because it looks good.
their stuff looks good.
yep, that's it. You just find out what people are doing.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Kim. Kim popped in.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Oh, that's me again.
There's you.
Look, it's me again. I had to take my hair down. My bun was hurting.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You get a little hair tie headache, I call it.
Yes, exactly. So I had to take it down.
Get a painful bun.
So sound, I only just got my external mic, which I have right here, and I got that mainly because of the wind deflector, and then the foam thing, because I have a window unit and it blows a lot of wind out this way. So I just wanted to have something that would kind of mute that part but still pick up my voice.
Right.
I've tried them for the first time today, and it sounds like it's going pretty successful as long as I have it plugged in well.
Ginger. Mm-hmm.
And then so with some phones, you may, like with my iPhone, if I wanted to record with that and have my voice on that, I would use the earbuds, but I would use the plug-in earbuds only because I trust that more than Bluetooth to pick up the not be faulty when it's picking up the sound.
Yeah.
So if you do that, especially with the iPhone, you just have the one thing to plug in. So you'll want to get the little dongle so you can charge your phone while having your microphone plugged in. So your microphone with earbuds, and just your basic the earbuds that you get from with the phone should work fine.
Yeah. That's what I use, and my son borrowed my earbuds that came with my phone and broke them. But I was able to replace them so easily on eBay. I think I got two new pairs of earbuds for like $7 or something. So that's what I use for my mic when I need a mic.
Oh, wow.
Yep, super duper cheap. And then just get that little dongle, and you can have your phone charging while you're talking through it. So that's it. That's
I like that.
For mics. What?
I need to get one of those double dongles.
That just sounds so funny, doesn't it?
It does.
Phrases we never thought we'd hear ourselves say a year ago.
I need
to get a double dongle.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, now we're going to talk about this. This was sounding really good earlier.
This is the one that I had.
Yeah, this was sounding really good earlier.
But you remember what I said about my mic?
Yeah.
This is the same one.
Oh, that it broke.
It was working fine for months. And then one day it just stopped in the middle of filming, and I didn't realize it. And all of my footage had no sound.
Yeah. I thought the same thing happened to me the first day I tried it. Fortunately, it was only one take. It wasn't like the whole thing, but a lot of people that watched the video said that it was really soft. So I think I'm going to have to return this mic. I do want to have a mic, but this one doesn't appear to be working very well. But I'm going to keep the dongle.
Keep the dongle.
Yeah. The lapel microphone is really nice, though.
Yeah,
it is nice. It's easy to hide if you want to put it under your shirt.
Yeah.
Ladies can attach it to a strap under their shirt, and
or your braid.
Ginger puts it in her hair.
I put it in my hair.
Yeah.
And
it was really good.
Yeah. I know. Mine sounded really good, and then one day it just said nope.
I gotta work.
I hadn't dropped it. There was no cracks in the cord. I have no idea what happened with it. But there are really good lapel microphones out there. Just check the reviews, I guess.
Yeah, I think this one was like $19 or something.
Still, for $19 on a lapel mic, it should be working. It shouldn't, return.
Yeah, because there were ones that were a lot less.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay, there's mounts and tripods.
Mounts and tripods. It sounds like aliens.
There you go. Okay, so I use this is my tripod, my mount for my focal light arm and my tutorial arm. and it's mounted to the table right here. I like the way that this and my microphone, they both have similar ways that they mount to the table, where you have the bottom part that you can screw in, and you make it really tight. Whereas my bendy arm, I am not as fond of that particular attachment to the table. It just you can't get it quite as tight as you can on the arm that I have there.
Yeah.
But I do like my bendy arm for my cell phone, only because I don't have a cell phone attachment that works well for this particular arm, and then put the phone in the right angle that I need it in. So, and like I said, I still use my cell phone to do my shorts, like my stitch shorts and stuff like that. I still use my cell phone to record that because it records in the angle that I want, and it just makes life easier.
Yeah.
But that's my two arm mounts that I use on my table. And of course, my microphone came with its mount, but it's it's pretty much the same mount as the one that I'm showing you there. It just came with the microphone on it.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
So, and then my little tripod, which I use this to put my light on or my camera. Usually I'm using it for my light, but let me see if I can get it. Here we go. It's small enough to hold, just if you need to use it like a selfie, although you can't get it too far away from you. But it's great for, and then it has this little button here so that you can move this around.
Right.
And I think we all have a very similar tripod on each of our equipments that we have listed.
Yes.
It's a very similar one, but
Yes.
it just flies out. So I actually like this a lot better than the bendy tripods, only because I like it, the stableness of it better. But that's just a personal preference. Some people like the bendy ones because you can put them anywhere. But this is my preference. I will switch it up between my camera, or I'll put my camera on here, or my light that I showed you guys earlier on here.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it for my stabilization and mounts and stuff like that.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome. And they're not super expensive either. That's right.
So this is pretty much my studio because I do so much of my filming in the car. And I found this, the brand name is MT. It just has an MT with an exclamation point on it. And it's just a windshield mount. And I purchased it at Big Lots. I am unable to find this thing anywhere. I went looking because I wanted to buy one for Ginger and Mel. And they don't have it anymore at Big Lots. And I have searched the internet high and low. I cannot find this thing. And I love it. I wish I'd bought like 5 of them when I saw it. It's always in my car, and I use it when filming, but I also use it when I'm talking on the phone, hands-free. I talk with my dad on the way home every Monday, and it's perfect. I love this thing, and it's so simple, but it's perfect, and it's never let me down. I wish I could find more of them. There are some that are similar on Amazon, but I have not been able to find this.
Well, and those sections, not all sections are created equal.
Right. This one and this, like I said, it has not let me down. It's got the little lever, that you pull out, and then you stick it on, and then you pull that lever down again, and it sucks it nice and tight onto the windscreen. And I've moved it all over. I've used it on the side windows even.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
You can, if you're really brave, put it on the outside. I'm not that brave.
Maybe with
I'm really impressed with it. And so that's my tip when you're looking, just keep your eyes open for things that could come in really handy, because I wasn't at Big Lots looking for this thing. It just called to me. It said, Julie, you want this? And it was really inexpensive. It was probably like $6 or $7.
That's great.
So,
I need to get one of those.
Yes.
So that's my car mount.
I love it.
So my mount for my tutorials is not much different from Mel's. Might even be the exact same one. I'm not sure. But mine has a definite claw for holding a phone. It's a 33-inch articulating arm phone mount stand. It's available at Amazon for $23. And my tip for using this is that if you angle your camera slightly so that you can see what you're filming, you can stay in frame a little bit better, because that is always my biggest issue when I'm filming a tutorial is I always go out of frame. Always always go out of frame. But that helps me a little bit because I can kind of put it right down in front of my face and have it angled just the way I want it, so I can see what it's seeing. Yeah,
that's nice. This is a great arm.
Yeah,
great tutorial
I think all three of us have it. And also, that is my son's setup, actually. I put my poster board on it, but all of that black, he tends to like his set to be all black. My son has a YouTube channel too.
Oh, I gotcha.
He's taken over 2 of my lights and my my arm. I decided, you know what, they can stay in there. I'll just go in his room to film my tutorials. It doesn't matter
There you
to me.
go. And I just wanted to well, and you're going to go into this in further detail later. I'll talk about what I use for my background later when you talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And you can see also my clip light there. It was the clamp light. He actually attached it right to the mount.
Oh, how do you go back on this?
Just go down where your slides up. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so you can kind of see where that light is actually clamped right to the arm.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I see it. That's cool.
You see it now? Yeah, so he is actually, that's how he set it up, because he didn't have a lot of places to clamp the light, I guess. I don't know. I was very careful not to get too much of his room in there because I didn't want him to be upset with me.
Yeah, I understand.
He doesn't need everybody to see what's in his room. Okay, sorry. Thanks, Ginger.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so my tripod is almost exactly like Mel's. Mine's called the Joby Handy Pod Mini Tripod and Hand Grip. It's available on Amazon for about $25. But I will say this isn't actually mine. It's my husband's. And he demanded it back, actually, the other day. He's like, can I have my tripods back? Because I had a nice tall one, too, as his. This one, it was his. I have another one that's got bendy arms. Not mine. It's my son's. So I've been using everybody's equipment.
Oh, that's numbers.
You know, the cheap whippy chick. The whippy chicks sing cheap, 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 right? So I finally did go out and get myself my own little 7-inch tripod. But yeah, they're all pretty much the same. There really isn't a lot of difference with tripods. If it holds your camera in position, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like about the minis, though, is you can toss them in your purse.
Yes.
And then you're always ready, because you never know when you're going to be inspired.
And I am going to tell you, those selfie sticks are good for the same reason. Very good for because you can they telescope. So
yeah. So like you might be in the yarn store.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden need a tripod to film yourself walking down an aisle. You know, been there and done that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm that weirdo.
I remember seeing some of those videos.
I know. Ginger thought I used a drone.
I know.
No, I didn't have a drone in Joanne's.
You were like walking towards the thing, and I was like, how did you do that? How did you get yourself in that?
It's a really long selfie stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the Joby, it's a good one. And the nice thing about the Joby is when you do hold it in your hands, like when you fold the legs together, it's like ergonomic. It fits nicely in your hands. So I'll miss it.
Yeah, now that your husband took it back.
Took it back. He actually has to do a lot of filming for his job. So
Oh, got you.
Darn it.
I'm my AC again, you guys. Hopefully my mic works like it's supposed to, because I'm getting hot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's going to be time for the air conditioner. We can test it live.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I hear the little beep when it turns on. You can tell me, oh, we're getting blown away.
It sounds like a tornado.
All right, here it goes. There it goes. It's on.
I don't hear it.
Awesome. Yay.
Yeah, I don't hear it
I
at
don't
all.
hear it at all. And I have in the past. So
Awesome. I'm so excited. Yay.
Wow, that's great.
So these must be Ginger's crazy looking tripod legs.
Okay, yeah.
Her bendy tripod.
This is my bendy tripod. It came with, I got this kit of stuff when I first got my GoPro, and this tripod is out in my car right now, so I can't show it to you, but you can see it right there. It has the thing where I can attach my GoPro to it. When I got this particular kit, it had another tripod, it had the head thing, it had the chest thing, it had a bunch of other stuff in there, but I really like this. It's held up really good. I can put it in places that, like on the backs of chairs,
Yeah.
just wherever. And it has a really good hold to it. And it's a good alternative, to a regular tripod.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting like a little sticky one and the tall ones, you could this is a good one to start out with.
Definitely.
I think.
Very versatile.
Plus you can use it as a selfie, thing, because you can straighten those out and just hold them in your hand.
You could really wrap that around one of the baskets in the aisles at Michael's pretty well.
You could, or if you're like, say, in a tree, you can put it on a limb.
That's right.
Forgot about the tree video. You guys haven't checked out the tree video? Go to my channel. The thumbnail, I'm sitting in the tree.
I will put a link in here in the description for Julie's tripod or tree video.
Yeah, the tree video.
The tree video.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I know why I like Julie so much.
Because that's when we first started. She put that out there when we first started communicating and talking about doing yarn hooker. So
yeah.
I remember getting a message from one of you guys, and it just says, "Are you seriously in a tree?" And I think I said something like, "No, I'm out of my tree."
That's awesome.
I'm a weirdo.
Hi, Laurel.
We all are. But I like this. You in super good ways. Oops, where did it go? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just going to the next one.
Okay.
This is it's not the exact tripod, but
I have this tripod.
Yeah, it's very, very, very similar, and it's great. I love this tripod. I got this one with my GoPro also, and the thing I like about it is it's very sturdy. It doesn't have any wonkiness to it. It comes with a remote thing, but I haven't learned how to use these things yet, so I don't know what that's all about.
That's why you take a snapshot. You have to set it up via Bluetooth with your whatever.
Yeah.
I think you can actually tell your GoPro when to start filming, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just need to figure that out. But it hooks. The thing I like about these is it hooks the GoPro camera. The GoPro camera's got a case around it.
Right.
And it hooks it right to...
Yeah, like bolts
it has
right
all the... Yeah, you can unscrew this, and there's another attachment that will go on this tripod that will also hold a phone. But see, you just take it off and you can switch these things out, which is very convenient. You don't have to take the camera out of the case and all that kind of stuff. And this doesn't fit into regular, like the phone holders, because it's really small.
Right. They're wicked stable though. Very
Yeah.
stable.
Very, very stable. And then you can also use this as a selfie stick, you know, if you want to use your GoPro while you're running down the street, just
Trying to get to the yarn sale.
Crocheting on your skateboard.
exactly. Did you guys ever
Surfing.
see the Friends where Phoebe was went running with Rachel?
Yes.
And Rachel's like, why are you running like that? Because she's just like, ah!
Like that's how you should run.
So Rachel started it too. Yeah, that's why we have
Yes.
GoPros. So anyway, this is a great tripod. And these aren't very expensive either. I mean, I saw the prices anywhere between like 15 and 25.
Yeah, definitely reasonable.
Yeah, for all the use you get out of it. Oh, I did want to tell you, I did not get my arm, my tutorial arm, but mine's exactly like Julie's
Yeah, we have the
and
same one.
Mel's. Exact same one. Julie told us about it and of course had to get it. I do have another tripod that I use for my phone, but it's very similar to this one. Also, I have a rubber band that holds my phone to my rear view mirror. That's my best one. That's what I film every single yarn car video.
You need to take a picture of that. Like you do, you know, use your old phone to take a picture of that because that's awesome. I love that. That should be an Instagram post right there.
Yeah. I mean, my car phone mount is pretty inexpensive, but Ginger wins.
Yeah, like about a penny for hers.
Yeah, rubber band on the windshield, on the
visor,
mirror.
right?
Yeah.
It's on the rear view mirror?
It's on the rear view mirror.
Oh, okay. Well, then you've got that articulation. That's good. I was thinking it was on the visor. Okay.
No, I tried it on the visor and it was just too big.
Probably down. Yeah. Probably angled.
But this is like, you know, that look that parents give kids when they're looking in their rear view mirror? That's the looks I can give into the camera.
That's your secret. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, this one's mine. This is, I'm talking a little bit about storage and how to move things from, onto the computer. For my camera, I do use a micro, what do you call them? The little cards. I'm pointing to it right here because you can see what
the thumb drive.
Not the thumb drive. So when in my actual camera, I use the SD
like
card.
A micro disc.
An SD card, yeah, micro SD, and and then I also I use this a lot. I plug in my hard drive to one of these USB hubs because if anybody owns some of the newer computers only have a couple of ports, so it's nice to get a hub for you to put that in there to have more room to plug things in. But
that's a good idea.
And then also, if you happen to have an Apple, you only have the USB-C ports, and not everything is made with a USB-C port, right? You know, for a USB-C port, and this is a way for me to translate that. So I do have my hard drive, and again, when you have a Mac, you do need to reformat that hard drive for your Mac as soon as you do it. Otherwise, it won't be writable. So that's almost all hard drives out there. They're made mainly for Windows PCs, but Google or Chromebooks will also be able to immediately write on it. It's not a problem. It's just Mac. You have to format the hard drive so that you can write on it for a Apple computer or a Mac computer. So heads up on that one. But I do recommend saving all of your videos somewhere else. If it's an external hard drive or you have like a cloud somewhere that you pay monthly fee for, it doesn't matter. Save them somewhere else. Just in case YouTube disappears, you have all of that back inventory and you can upload it somewhere else if you need to, like the brand new up and coming video website. not that I doubt that that'll ever happen, but hey, it's better safe than sorry. So
I have a question.
What's that?
Okay, so I've never saved my videos.
Okay.
Once they're on YouTube, they're gone. Like, I don't have them anywhere. So if I wanted to, could I download them from YouTube and save them?
I believe so. Yes. And worst case scenario, especially when you become a partner, you can reach out to YouTube and say, "Hey, can you forward this to me?" I've done that to for a couple of websites where I wanted all the pictures that I had on a website forwarded to me. Yeah. So, but I believe I've seen somewhere. I have to go look, but I believe I have seen somewhere where you can download. And also, there are those sites out there that aren't necessarily legal, but
Yeah.
you can go ahead and it'll pull whatever video you have and make it a downloadable file for you.
Gotcha. I was just curious.
If your own videos, then it's not illegal.
I can't imagine that it would be illegal to download your own.
Yeah, if you're doing it with your own, it's fine. But people use it.
I mean, I could always do a screen recording, but
yes, exactly, and then just trim it whenever you need to. But
right.
So yes,
just curious about that.
Mm-hmm. That's storage and getting it onto your computer and stuff like that for the way I do things.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, about storage.
Yeah, just and that's 1 terabyte for only $50. That's really not bad for a piece of mind.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good. I need to get one of those. I've been using this for my extra storage.
It works.
Oh, I didn't do my storage.
Well, where maybe it's further down. I didn't move that one up. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I didn't delete your slide, so it's there somewhere.
It's okay. It's okay. We can come back to it.
Do you want me to go to it right now, or do you want to do it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It'll probably be after this one because this is the rest of the slides are yours as far as
okay.
I think it's after this one.
So these are my backgrounds. I think I spent $1.50 on them. It's just poster board.
I love it. It looks like real wood whenever you're doing your tutorial. I love it.
Yeah, it really does. I thought it was wood.
It's just plain paperboard. I got them at Michael's, and I'd always just gotten white or black, like my son uses black. And I had a couple of really bright colored ones too, but they didn't look right. It didn't look right doing it on a neon green or.
Yeah.
I have used neon green ones to experiment with green screen a little bit. But I think my tip with backgrounds is just keep it as simple as possible.
I use a white foam board and I use my table. So for my shorts, I use my table itself because it's a wood table, or I use a white foam board.
Yeah. So yeah, your background of your set does not have to be expensive. And actually, I really like the wood one.
Yes, I like that.
For taking pictures of your finished projects.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really nice. I think actually I was inspired by Ginger's pictures because you seem to have like a wood floor. I always wondered where that wood floor is. Is it
your front porch? I think it's your front.
Yeah, that's my front porch. That's my.
Yeah. So this was my solution to my front porch.
That's perfect. I'll have to remember that when we don't live here anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now also one way to do backgrounds, maybe you want your background for behind you. And I don't have one of these because I'm okay with what's behind me. But you can get, what do they call them? Not poster board. Oh, I hate it when this happens and I can't find the word. Bulletin board.
All the time.
Bulletin board paper.
Bulletin board.
And they have them at Michael's. They have different backgrounds. So like it could be white brick.
Ooh.
So you put that on the wall behind you and it looks like you're standing in front of a white brick wall. They also have ones that are just like plants. or water or all kinds of stuff. So lots of really cool things there at Michael's. And they come in a long tube. They look like posters, but they're much bigger. But I was even thinking like wrapping paper would be another good solution.
I've done that before, where you have a plain wall and you just do, and you can even make it look like a border. You get just one tube of wrapping paper and go behind you like in one line.
Yeah.
And it looks like a border. So it just gives a level of interest. And I need to do that and set it up with my seasonal head, you know?
There you go.
Seasonal back.
Yeah. And you don't even have to have it permanently attached to the wall. I mean, if you just get a couple of binder clips and then you can attach it to your wall with a couple of those little sticky hooks, and that come off easy, and roll it up and set it aside for when you're not using it. Those are good solutions for backgrounds when you have a small space. And
I don't know what you're talking about, small spaces.
You and I have small spaces, both of us. The space that I'm in right now is probably 4 foot by 4 foot square. It's just this little tiny box that I'm sitting in.
Oh, wow.
And I think that Mel's is probably the same size or smaller.
I think it's like 4 foot by 3.
Yeah. We're both in little tiny spots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my room's the walk-through.
Yeah,
we know.
Exactly.
We see people walking through all the time.
Exactly. Now, and you guys, the white foam board that I use for my top-down tutorials, I got that at the Dollar Tree. And I replace it because the kitty cats walk across it, and I replace it about once every couple of months.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've seen people using sheets too to hang up behind them, like just white sheets.
Yep.
Or a light color.
Yeah.
I got this. This is what I've been using for my tutorials to lay down.
Is that the little fur blanket?
It's the little fur blanket. Yeah.
I love that.
It was just a remnant from Hobby Lobby from the fabric.
That's another great way to get backgrounds. Like my son's now is up there. You can see the black all around the wall. That's just a remnant. It's just a black remnant. And it's just tacked to the wall.
See?
I keep trying to get him to go with white. I'm like, honey, you could see a lot better with white, but teenager, he wants it black.
Yeah, he wants it black.
I hear him.
He puts like colored lights on it. It doesn't.
I did. Where did your thing go?
That's okay. If you want, I can just show you. I brought it.
Oh, what? Yeah, let's see it.
For my storage. My storage, yeah. Or to get things.
Okay, make her big. Make Julie big. You got to swap her with you, and then you can make her big.
So just click and drag me up to your spot.
Okay. Hold on. I need to take this off of.
No, you can leave it there. No, you could. You could leave it on the slides if you wanted to, but that's okay. And then just go over to the tab with the, because you just did the Google tab. So just go over to the tab with the for StreamYard.
It's not. Well, I can't see that.
We can do it after we finish.
Wait a minute. On the. Oh. Wait a minute.
Is it time for a sheep show? Is this a sheep show?
This is a sheep show.
You might be able to tap and drag her. If it's on your phone, tap and drag her up to you. Oh, where did Ginger go?
Oh, no. This is a sheep show.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
It's a sheep show, and we can't even click on sheep show because we're not in charge of this sheep show. Ginger's in charge tonight, guys, just so you know.
There's Ginger. So can you tap on, like, put your finger on Julie and drag her up to you? See what that does.
I
am so brilliant.
And how do you make her big? Double tap?
So do you have the options down at the bottom where you can make one person big?
It doesn't say that. It says, layout. There, maybe that's it.
Okay, so there's that one, and then there's that's where you're. So there should be where you have a picture of a person's head, and that person's head is bigger. There it is. There's Julie.
Hey, here I am. Oh, and now my dog's barking.
We literally learn as we go.
It's funny because can you make Julie bigger? How do I make Julie bigger? Answer is cookies. So this is part of my traveling studio. This and this is my traveling studio. And in this little box, yes, that is Bill
Oh,
I
Bob Ross.
love it, Bob Ross. Happy
but-
little trees.
Yep. So it's a little tin. It had mints in it from AC Moore. I miss AC Moore. And inside the tin, I have my earbuds, which is my microphone, and my storage. And this is it.
I love that.
nice.
It's so cool. So it plugs into your phone with this
Mhm.
side, and then this side is the USB for the computer. But I can keep all kinds of footage on there, but I also keep like personal photos on here, so they're not taking up space in my phone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is like a photo album now too.
Yeah.
But
I love it.
yeah, it's perfect, and it's got, I think 128 gigabytes. It's about $50. It's called a Duolink by PNY.
Mhm.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was I started doing that when I'd start making videos, and then when I'd have to export them to my photos so that I could then export them to YouTube, there wasn't enough storage on my phone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was a pain in the neck, but it was the only camera I had. So I had to do something. And I was like deleting everything off of my phone and
Yeah.
everything that worked. So
No,
I
I need to get one of
recommend that
those.
because there's just not enough storage on our
Most
phones.
phones today, yeah. Because we
Okay.
do everything on our phones.
Yep.
Do you
Yep.
need, do you want to move it back, Ginger? See, you got it. Perfect.
Did I do it?
You did. I'm small again. I went on a diet. So we had a few more Facebook challengers. I
Okay.
think we had 4 more.
Ooh,
So-
oh, a
I love
mosaic.
that.
Argina she made a mosaic basket. She
I
said
love
she
that.
was inspired by Ginger.
Awesome.
That
So
is
that's
so pretty.
Yeah. Elaine, aka Kiwi,
Mhm.
she made this cool basket.
Well, that's
And
very nice.
she
I
said
like
her
that one a
fingers were so sore.
Oh no! What?
Was it a really tight crochet? She probably did it very tightly so
She
that
told
it can
me-
stay stiff. But it's beautiful. I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It looks so it looks almost like a straw basket, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Or
Almost
a
like it's
beach
made out of jute.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
looking
want
at
to say it was something about what she used that made her fingers so sore, so maybe it was. Maybe it was
It
jute.
looks
I
like
can't
it looks
remember.
like it could be.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm looking at the yarn back behind.
Of course you are.
That's a little.
Back
how do you
behind
say?
and in front.
And in front, yes, and inside.
And
Isn't that
inside.
the sheepies or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it? Little
Capias.
sapias.
Capias.
Julie
Yeah.
knows how to say it.
Yeah.
Capias. And so we had Kathy Ann made this cute little
Ooh.
purple bunny-eared
Your
basket.
bunny.
So cute. And Wanda
That's so
made
cute.
this really pretty multicolored one.
Oh, that
That
is
is very pretty.
So we've got, I think, only 11, but still, that's a good thing for those 11 challengers because
Mhm.
they've all got a pretty good chance.
Oh, we don't need that. Oh,
And those are our credits for Slides Mania.
first Slides
Thank
Mania.
you, Slides Mania.
Thank you, Slides Mania.
If you'd ever like to sponsor the Yarn Hookers, please send us an email and we'll do it for yarn, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Just send yarn.
just
Send
big
yarn.
yarn.
But you
Okay.
guys, that was like jammed packed with so much information. Do you
That was
see
a lot of information.
Yeah.
That was a. Phew. That was fun though.
That was fun, and I hopefully you guys found a lot of useful information in this one. And like I said, Julie's really good about getting the PDF of the slides up in the Facebook group, and we also did create a PDF just of the links to different places for the items that we talk about. Now, what we did do, we didn't do it in the same order that we talked about. We just did like Mel's stuff, Julie's stuff, Ginger stuff, and that's how the links are listed. But yeah, those will be in a PDF as well.
So Linda Bishop says, believe it or not, you ladies have given me great guidance on what to use to take nice photos of my hand-dyed yarn for my website. Awesome. Thank you. So that's good to know. I'm happy that we could help.
I love it.
Affordably Crafty says, we'll have to look at Big Lots. Of course you did.
Well, and I love Big Lots also for storage, by the way. I picked up some plastic storage bins to put over there. And yeah, so I love Big Lots. One of my favorite places.
Affordably Crafty also says to Ginger, turn the voice up to 200% on your InShot. So when using InShot, turn your volume up inside there, so that'll help with your volume. I know that in KineMaster, for those who use KineMaster, I always turn every segment. I always put it on auto volume because that helps a lot too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good to know.
I'm loud. Sometimes I have to turn myself down.
I'm just scrolling through. It looks like everybody was kind of chatting, and that's nice. Bev says someone gave me a laptop. Then someone gave me a laptop. I use one only for videos. Nice to have a couple laptops.
Yeah.
Yes. Wanda's asking if you could post a link for the phone storage, please. I am
the PNY. I will send you the link. Yeah.
I will. The link is going to be in the PDF, but if you can bear with me just a moment, I will look it up and get it posted over here. Let me just mute so we don't have an echo.
Yeah. And if you don't find it for some reason on Amazon, that dual link is also available at Best Buy. Actually, I got mine at Best Buy. So, and it was the same price, about $50.
Well, you did include the link, right?
I did.
With the links? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta connect.
Oh, we missed Linda's basket.
What?
She says, thank you for the information. There's a lot of your equipment that I have, but it was nice to see your setup. P.S. You missed my basket.
Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. Well, we have one more week. We'll get it up. I'm so sorry. I thought I got them all.
We'll go back and find it.
Did we get it last week? Maybe it was on last week's. I try to make sure I get everybody. Oh, I'd feel terrible if I forgot you, Linda.
Lori is telling you, Ginger, that your lighting is great.
Thank you.
It's because she's fancy pants.
That's right.
Fancy umbrellas.
I am fancy pants. With
That's
my
your name, Fancy Pants.
With my rubber band on the rear view mirror.
It's not fancy pants, it's fancy pants.
Fancy. Oh, Linda, I am so sorry. Please accept my apology. I thought I got everybody. We'll get it in there next week.
Oh, no, it's not in here. All right, what is it called? It's not included in the links that I found, so I'm just going to do a quick search. What is it called again?
It's PNY Duolink. DUOLINK.
Okay.
And they come in different sizes. I had the 128 gigabytes.
Okay.
What's the biggest size they come in?
I think that might be the biggest. I'm not sure. But I mean, as far as like, they fit in a little tin, you know what I mean? Like, and I wrote on mine with a magic marker, so I would know what was on it.
Yeah,
like I put the date on it.
I definitely need to get one of those.
Yeah, they're nice. Even if you just keep them for your, your own personal stuff, and you can put other stuff too on them. You can save, documents and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I could put the slideshows on them.
Yeah. I need to put pictures. I need to save like all my pictures to hard drives. I got like 100,000 pictures.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Bev says you make me feel better about my stack of books for a tripod. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, you know what else is really great? If you're using a phone and you do have a laptop, you can position your phone right up against your laptop.
Yes.
And that's always good too.
Yeah, I've done that. And then, if you need it higher, you just set your laptop on books.
Yeah.
And then set your phone on your laptop.
Okay, so looks like Mel has got that up there. My storage solution. Nice. Awesome.
Ooh, backyard night, Lori. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be ready for backyard nights here. Got a couple more months to go.
It's nice enough here for a backyard night.
We're good here. We could do it.
I don't want to haul all my yarn outside, so I'll just.
No, I heard my neighbor celebrating a birthday last night in the backyard. So.
Oh, nice.
Which was nice.
We live on the street where people sit out on their front porches. So our neighbors next door are sitting out on their front porch.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We live in an area where people do fire pits.
Yeah.
Because we're out in the country, so.
Yep, I love fire pits.
Yeah. I always say, I don't need to go camping because I live in the country. We have a fire pit and we also have a bathroom and a kitchen. So perfect. We can open the windows. And if we really want to sleep uncomfortably, we can pitch a tent in the yard. So no need to camp.
I'm with open windows. That's about the camping that I like.
Yeah.
Judy says that she puts her phone on a Hamilton Black music stand, which is a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a music stand and don't have a tripod.
Oh, yeah. I have a music stand, but I have a tripod too. So I'll just stick with the tripod. Well, actually, it's at my husband's office. I'll have to get another tall one.
That's right.
But I think that the one that he uses, and it's really nice, I think it came from a rummage sale.
Oh, nice.
His dad gave it to him, and he's like, I got this at the rummage sale. I thought you could use it.
Thanks.
You never know.
It works.
Keep your eyes open, because you never know when you're going to find those.
I know. Run across solid gold, like finding big bags of yarn.
Yes. Or like
oh man, I haven't had that happen yet. Oh, and by the way, I did go to Dollar Tree today, and ours still doesn't have the flower yarn.
Still doesn't. Okay.
They have sock yarn. They had sock yarn today.
Wow, I haven't seen that.
Yep, it was Premier sock yarn. It was nice, but no flower yarn.
Wow, and they don't have it on the website. I really wish they had it on the website. It can be a little annoying to work around the tufts, just so everybody knows. But you can also ignore them and not work around them. But then you lose a lot of that look with the tufts. So
you just loosen your gauge for the stitch or two that's near them, probably.
Yeah. Gosh. I am going to say, everybody, if you have any further questions, we are about at the 9-minute mark, just to let you know.
Any questions at all that we can help with is great. We're happy to help.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Next week, I think it's over at my place, and we're going to be talking software.
Yeah, like editing software.
Editing. Both videos, photos, just our whole process. Because you got to make thumbnails too, so our whole process.
Oh, I didn't even think about the thumbnails. Yeah, I use 2 different apps for that.
Canva and Spark Post.
Oh, see, I use what's it called? Fonto, Phonto.
I like Fonto. I've used that before, but I use Canva and
I use Canva.
Facetune.
We're giving away our secrets. We're supposed to know next week.
But we're gonna show them to you next week. So
yeah, that's right.
And
they are awesome.
Yeah. So we might need to actually record some videos. So
I was gonna say, I think on our slideshows next week we might have some screen recordings of how how we do our editing on our phones.
A little bit
That's-
anyway.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking about trying that Premiere Rush. I think you can get that as an app.
You can.
I have it.
Yeah,
I-
and maybe I'll
I have
try
it.
InShot too. You know, just give a couple of different ones to try because you know me, guys. I'm really attached to my
Yeah.
my
Well,
KineMaster.
it works. I tried. I did. You know how you can get like 2 months free or something. So I tried.
Yeah.
I tried both Premiere Rush as well as Premiere. Not Premiere, Adobe Premiere and Adobe Rush, and
Mhm.
I'm so used to using iMovie and
Yeah,
I don't have a need yet. I'm sure I'll get there, but I don't have a need yet to
Mhm.
have a more robust editing system. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know that I'd ever need to be more robust than what I've got unless I went with a 4K. Like if I used 4K all the time, I'd have to have a different editing software, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So
what I mean by robust too is layers. So you have a very
Yeah.
limited number of layers that you can use in iMovie.
oh, yeah. I do use a lot of layers on my KineMaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can, like, I've used 6 layers before on
InShot.
InShot. Yeah. So I know you can go pretty deep.
Wow. I'll have to check that out.
But I love okay, we'll talk about that next week.
We're going into next week's. This is what happens with us.
We just start talking.
Oh,
Thank you for being here, Anjanette. I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you
yeah.
guys. Thank you everybody for coming. And even though we didn't talk about yarn a whole lot, we talked about yarny related wonderful.
Well, and I think it speaks to so many of our viewers. I think so many of them. I mean, if you just look at the chat, so many of them have channels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I know for me, it's something that would have really interested me. So
And helped a lot.
it does.
I
I'm like,
think
I'm looking through, and so far, every name that I see
That's a
has
channel.
YouTube next to it. Yep.
I think that next week will be very, very helpful. Our next week topic, I could have definitely used whenever we were first starting.
Yeah. So if you know someone who's got a new channel, you know, maybe they've only got a handful of subscribers and they could use the help, reach out to them and let them know to come on over and maybe we can help them. Because
I'm excited about you uploading your first video, and I am going to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
who's
That's
that?
exciting.
Wanda, the backwards wrong side crocheter. She's another
Oh, nice. Yeah.
one of my lucky
excellent.
pals.
Exciting.
Very good. Very good. Awesome sauce.
Yay.
Okay,
Love
you
it.
guys. Well, I think it's time.
Oh, is it time for the music?
It's time for the music.
Holy smokes. Already?
Holy smokes. Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Were you able to get that one to work?
I was able to get that one. Not the holy smokes.
Okay. We'll work on that for next time. We'll work on that for next time.
Okay.
Okay. So it is time for the music.
It is time for the music. Well, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
And Michelle, she says here, I have no desire for a channel, but I enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you.
Thanks, Lizzie. Good to see you.
Thank you.
I could have turned that off earlier, couldn't I?
Turn this off.
Still alive, Ginger.
We're still live, Ginger.